Hello. Hey, Mary. How are you? Happy Technique Talk Tuesday. As you are popping on, say hello so we know who's here stalking us. Watching us. Oh, you're welcome. How was cropping today, Mary? If you didn't see the sample that Mary made using some of the new Stuff by Bell chipboard, you have to take a look at the display that is probably on the sample wall. She used the Christmas lights chipboard piece and put the Tim Holtz tiny lights in there. Oh my goodness, I can't stop looking at it. Hello, Renee. So, as you're popping on, everybody, say hi. Howdy, howdy, Barbara. Hi, Marilyn. How's everybody doing on this still kind of warm Tuesday? I was surprised that it was still nice. I was very happily surprised, but surprised nonetheless. They keep saying that the temperatures are going to dip, but it's still 68 degrees. So, we'll get started in a minute. I'll just mention a couple of things. We posted in the pre-orders a new ornament kit, so you can check that out. There's a picture on our Facebook page, of course, and then on the website under pre-orders, you can see that. The actual sample will be in the store sometime this week, as soon as I get over there with it. We have our wonderful Christmas event on Saturday, so that was sold out, but we're really excited about that event with Photoplay. And I don't really know what else to talk about. Do we have anything going on that I need to mention, Renee? While I watch the comments, I am going to go ahead and get started. So what we are going to do today is create this, I'm going to call it a nighttime snowy sky. So you can see that this is a dark ink blended sky, and then it looks like it's got some snow happening. All right, so what I used on this is the Distress White Heavy Stock. I happen to have the package right here, so I can finally actually show it. This is the Distress White Heavy Stock, if you don't know about this. This is extra heavyweight paper by Ranger, and it takes wet mediums really well. It is also great for ink blending. It's a heavier paper. You can kind of hear how thick it is. I love it a lot. And what we are going to do is do some ink blending. So I started with my new favorite, Uncharted Mariner. And this is just putting some random color down. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. So I just kind of like to start in the middle. So I just start putting some ink on the paper. And kind of in the middle, and then moving my way up, because I'm going to use a little bit of Distress Ink Broken China down at the bottom. And the trick to really give it that nighttime feel is to take black soot and go around the edges. All right, and we will do that too. I should have probably cut smaller pieces of paper so it wouldn't take me so long to blend, huh? Oh, I'm not thinking all the time. Or rarely. So while I'm ink blending, how's everybody doing? Still the same? All right, so of course we'll do some back and forth, but you're going to take, and it doesn't have to be Uncharted Mariner, it can be Blueprint Sketch, it could be Prize Ribbon, or any water-based darker blue ink. So if you were looking at one of the Lawn Fawn inks, that would work as well. But I just love this Uncharted Mariner. And then down here, I'm going to blend in some Broken China. It could just be a lighter blue. It could be Salty Ocean. It could be Salvage Patina even. It could be Speckled Egg. Whatever combination floats your boat. Or snow caps your Christmas tree. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so we're not really doing a lot of the Broken China down here at the bottom, and you don't have to really worry about going all the way to the edge because you are going to do black soot around the edge there. But I need to get this a little bit more, and then kind of blend over that Broken China. Okay, then we will take some black soot. Any questions while I'm doing this? So we're just gonna blend the black soot around the edges, and you know, however far in you like to go. And just remember, you can also blend it out a little bit once you get that edge around by taking your other color, Uncharted Mariner, not in this case, and blending it out. And I will show you that too, because I will do that as well. So you're taking the black soot around the edge, and doesn't matter, like, see how I went in a little bit farther there? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I usually don't go all the way to the bottom because I'm going to do some kind of ground. Maybe I'm going to blend some brown ink on the bottom, you know, to make it look like the ground, or green, whoops, or green, or use a die cut or something like that. So I'm going to go back in with some more Uncharted Mariner and kind of blend around that black soot. This particular background technique does take a couple of layers because you want it to be dark, because we're doing a night snowy sky. So there's that. And then one more pass with the Broken China. Does it matter? Mary's asking, does it matter what color you start with, the dark or the light? No, because you can go back and forth and blend. I just started in the middle, so I knew that it was going to be dark. But if you wanted to start at the bottom, you could start with your lighter color and move your way up. But it doesn't matter because you can go back and blend it in, so that you don't have any, see, we don't have any real distinct lines because we're just blending those colors. Okay, so there is our ink. Now the next step on this is to take our Distress sprayer, and I like this Distress sprayer because you can do a fine mist and you can do splotches. I tend to lean towards the splotches. So in order to get the splotches, instead of doing a full fast pump of the sprayer, you want to just pull it in a little bit, and it gives you kind of the drips that drip down. And you want to spray your background that you just inked, and you can already see the magic happening, I think. I'll lift it up so you can see too. But see how the water just kind of makes it look, well, it just makes it look like it's snowing, doesn't it? All right, so that is just by pulling the trigger. I remember the word. Not even all the way, just a little bit. All right, now before we do the next step, and we're going to do the next step with the new, these are the new DecoColor acrylic paint pens that we just got in the store, and this white one makes little snowflakes really well. Now with these paint pens, you just have to make sure that your background or whatever you're going to write on is dry. Yes, Barbara, blotches are good, aren't they? I love them. Blotches and splats. So we'll give it a quick dry. So we make sure that that water and the ink too is dry because it's better for the pen. Yeah, if you use these paint pens that are the fine tip especially on wet surface, you're going to ruin your pen and then it will never work again. Trust me, I did that to my black one because I went right on really wet paint. All right, so I like to just make it flat so that it's not bouncing when I write on it. But you can see this is the fine tip. It might even be the ultra fine tip. Let me see, does it say? I don't know if it's ultra fine or just fine, but this tip is really nice. It's really good for fine writing. But then all I do is just start making dots. Now I've already started my pen, so I just gave it a little shake and just start making some dots. Now they're little tiny dots to start. Here is like, I guess, a warning. If you start to just tap your pen all around, your hand doesn't come back up straight and you start to get marks that look like it's raining sideways. So if it's a snow blizzard, then you might want it to look like it's blowing sideways. But I suggest that you just take your time and do your dots. All right, you might need to give it a shake, give it a little pump over here to get the ink flowing again, or the paint. And then you might want to do some bigger ones, so just do a little circle. Do a little circle. But like I said, don't start just going like this because your hand just automatically gets lazy and you'll pull away like this and you will get marks, like I said, that look like it's raining sideways or snowing sideways. This technique also works really nicely for a starry sky. So if you did a galaxy background, this would be a great technique for that also. Now you can do as many snowflakes or as little snowflakes as you want, but can you see those dots? Doesn't it look great? And then you can put your, oh, I just happen to have a little gnome sitting right here, but your gnome could be standing here. Let's do it on the dry one. In a snowy sky, and then put a little tree next to him, and it's like he's waiting for Santa to come. So yeah, and you can see you'll never get the same background either. This is the one I did earlier today, just so that I would have a sample done, and then this is clearly the one that I did right now. But they're both gorgeous. This one has a little bit more splatter on it, and this one's got some bigger blobs. So the storm has dissipated over here, and it's really snowing hard over here. But it's really one of my favorite techniques. I really do like to do ink blending. The color is always just gorgeous. And of course, when you put some splatters on there, oh my goodness. So that is our technique. There are a lot of different ways too that you can add snowflakes. And next Tuesday, I will show another one. So this week we used the acrylic paint pen in a fine tip. And we will be working on another way next Tuesday. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, and just a little hint, this is the same technique that I used for the background in the ornament kit. So if you're grabbing the ornament kit, you just got a personal demonstration of how to do the background. All right. If there are no questions, I am going to wrap it up so I can go have a taco. I'm not really having a taco, but that does sound good, doesn't it? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, all of these items, except for that gnome, are available at Scrappy Chic. And any of the ladies at the desk can help you and point you in the right direction. Next Saturday is the reveal of the new color, which, you know, Uncharted Mariner was the last one. So I don't know if he's going to be able to top Uncharted Mariner, because that is my favorite. But we'll see, won't we? All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening and a fabulous week. If you missed the beginning of this stream, of course, we will have a link to the replay, and we'll post it on our Facebook page. Okay, everybody, thank you. We'll see you soon.